What's going on, y'all? Rob Anderson with Clean Power Wash, Delmar Christmas Lights. So had somebody ask a situation, what happens when your salesperson quits? What do you do about jobs that are pending? Um, what happens if you fire somebody and they have jobs that are pending? Um, and obviously, guys, if you're watching this, consult an attorney, consult local laws and whatnot for your particular area, etc. And I pressed the wrong button, and now the documents that I've typed up disappear. There we go. So regardless of obviously you're going to be paying them some level of commission, and you should have that spelled out. It should be clear. Any good salesperson is going to want to know, what do I get paid out on? What percentage do I get? For us right now, we pay 10% for power washing leads, 15% for self-generated power washing leads, 7% for Christmas light leads, and 10% if it's a self-generated Christmas light lead. Couple caveats to that: nobody gets a sales commission on things like fire hydrant surcharge or renting a lift. Those are immediate costs. They come in, they go straight back out, so nobody gets paid on that. We've done different things. We put people on a draw. Right now, the guys get $17.50 an hour, and then our manager gets $60 of that forgiven, basically like 3 or 4 hours a day, forgiven towards all the other activities that they're doing to help manage other salespeople, networking, spending time on marketing, advertising, new campaigns, and things like that. For the they should have clear targets for how much they need to be selling daily, weekly, monthly, and following up on that. Whether you're paying somebody, you want to pay them $1,000 a month plus whatever percent commission, or you want to, they get paid $4,000 and they need to sell $4,000 worth in commissions in order to get a bonus or to get additional money, that's perfectly fine. It really doesn't matter on that. What we do, though, and this is very important to have in your handbook, and you need to have your salespeople sign off on it, is that we have listed this way: jobs paid out upon completion, unless jobs in excess of 5K, commission paid out if deposit collected for Christmas lights. Note this will be on a case-by-case basis. Sales commissions cease. Sales commissions cease once all currently scheduled jobs at time of termination are completed, i.e., if a salesperson quits or is fired, the max payout is based on what is scheduled at the time that an employee is terminated. Recurring jobs do not apply. I'm not giving you a residual for years and years and years when you quit and left the company. If termination is based on sales integrity or other ethical issues, pending commission may be forfeited. So, you find out that Jim, the sales guy, has been lowballing and undercutting the jobs dramatically. And hey, that's a sales integrity issue. You knew how much you were supposed to be charging for these, and say they're $2,000 jobs and you're selling them for $800. I'm not giving you the 80% or the $80 commission on those jobs when they've clearly followed or did not follow the clear processes. If you're not clear on it, then that kind of opens that up. All commissions may be modified at management discretion if the sales process is compromised. If there's something sketchy going on, something else there. Where's the other thing that we put on here? We've got several different examples of how those situations would go. And here's the other thing to consider too. If, let's say Jim, the sales guy, quits, he feels like he's been wronged and this and that, things end badly, which unfortunately with salespeople, it doesn't usually end super great. If they're making enough money, they would be sticking around. But so if something's going on, don't be short-sighted and refuse to pay out somebody $500 or $1,000 in commissions, and run that risk of them coming back and suing you over something. And because that's going to cost you a whole lot more. Let's just say it's $1,000. For our industry, $1,000 in sales commissions, decent amount in sales. If you had to pay that person $1,000 and they went away and never spoke to you again, it would be worth it. You know, we had a guy who was unfortunately several $1,000s in the hole because of some issues where the office had been overpaying them and their sales just weren't where they needed to be based off their draw. Um, it was worth it to go ahead and part ways and not have to chase the person for that money. Um, it, the whole you can't squeeze, blood from a turnip. Um, but just realize, like, I mean, if there's some clearly blatant things, again, have your document what's going on. I would highly recommend too that when whatever CRM you're using, the day they get terminated or get fired or whatever else, take a screenshot of your CRM, run a sales report right then through the end of what's going on. If you quit on Monday and 3 more jobs come in on Wednesday and Thursday, that's getting sales credit to the house at that point. Now, the other side of that too is you just have to think about, is this person going to then start calling all the people that they gave quotes to and saying, "Oh, don't use Clean Power Wash. They're horrible. They're screwing me out of money," or whatever. You don't want to run that risk. Do the right thing, but also don't get taken advantage of in that process. So again, just make sure that your handbook is clear. Make sure that the salespeople have signed off on the handbook and that you've gone over with it. Don't just say, "Hey, just sign this." Like, no, hey, I want to make sure you understand your commissions. I want you to understand what happens. Unfortunately, at some point in life, we will most likely part ways, whether it's a month or 10 years or 30 years or whatever from now. This is how that goes. And again, what happens? Were they fired? Was it gross misconduct? Was it sales integrity? Was it theft? I mean, quite frankly, if you get fired for theft, I'm not giving you any more money, period. Because we then got to figure out what you stole, what the value of that was, and all the other things involved. So just make that clear. It's very helpful for salespeople and helps to eliminate a lot of potential issues in the future. So hope that helps, and good luck as you hire salespeople, because it can be amazing when you get the right people, and it can also be maddening when you don't. So see ya.